welcome to the very first episode of the MOSAIC Talks, where ideas meet action and voices spark change. We are not just another podcast, we are a movement, a space where conversations fuel impact, where diverse perspectives come together to shape a world that works for everyone. At MOSAIC, we believe in breaking silos, fostering collaborations, and driving sustainable solutions. And this podcast is our way of tasking that mission to the airway. In each episode, we will engage thought leaders, young change makers, and industry disruptors on issues that matter, ranging from economic growth, justice, peace, and the future of work that works for everyone. We will ask the tough questions, explore innovative solutions, and challenge the status quo. Whether you're a policymaker, an activist, a student, or just someone curious about the future, this is your space to listen, learn, and be inspired. This is MOSAIC Talks. This is the beginning of something powerful, and it starts now. Other members of the MOSAIC organization will introduce themselves, thus also giving brief notes about what the podcast would be all about. Rami.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rami Mroueh. I'm in my final year of studying my master's degree at SOAS University, studying global diplomacy. I'm based in London in the United Kingdom. And what we can expect from this podcast is to bring people from all types of disciplines to, in a Majlis-style debate, to discuss pressing and current issues affecting global diplomacy and affecting geopolitics today.
Thank you very much, Rami.
Hello, everyone. My name is Fils Jean Pierre Mutsinzi, and I'm a Rwandan, currently based in India. Coming from a country that's been tarnished by the dark history of the 1994 genocide against Tutsis that has been mainly amplified by the power of the youth that was used in a negative way, leading to death of over 1 million people, has taught me that the power of youth has a great potential if it was used in a positive way. It has a potential to build a more sustainable and peaceful future. That's why I found joining MOSAIC is a smart move, leading to that prosperous future. Meeting with these smart minds inspires me that we can build a more safe and a just society where everyone feels responsible and accountable.
Thank you very much for that insight, Phil. That was a good one. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention my name and my country. I am Emmanuel Akinwale from Nigeria, the founder and director of MOSAIC.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hafsa, and I am from Pakistan. And I'm a business major. It means that no matter which diverse background you're from, you're most welcome here, because I am a business major and I am here discussing diplomacy with these amazing people who are from around the world. I don't think we have left any region who doesn't has any representation in our organization. And we have a diverse amount of individuals who are a part of our group. And we welcome you all. And this podcast, I believe, has the potential to inspire, to educate, and to connect listeners who are passionate about creating a more sustainable and more cooperative world. So if you are passionate about these things, then you are most welcome.
Thank you very much, Azra, for your insight. Now we move on to Christos.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Christos. I'm Greek and I study physics. Again, the same sense that everyone is welcomed here. I also have an interest, obviously, in diplomacy and geopolitics, which is why I'm here as well. To mention that we're already getting to know these people. I feel like it already helps me in my own personal way. Everyone has something to offer, and you get better collectively. And of course, we're also here to create an environment for different voices from different backgrounds to discuss and to have a fruitful discussion. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christos, for your insight. Now we are going to be moving on to the next phase of the launching of the podcast. And that is what you are to expect from the podcast. And we are going to have Hafsa and Rami give us insight on that. What you should expect from this new podcast, focusing on diplomacy and profiling of solutions to complex global problems in light of war, and how it relates to sustainable living of humans globally. Hafsa, you have the floor.
What can you guys expect from this podcast? We're going to definitely cover a wide range of topics when we are at it, and we are going to have multiple episodes throughout this year. We have planned a lot of good stuff for you. You guys can always look forward to in-depth analysis on international cooperation projects, and we'll be discussing pressing global issues such as climate change, inequality, human rights, poverty, etc. And then there will definitely we'll try to have conversations with diplomats, with the policymakers from around the globe, youth leaders, activists who are working right now on sustainable development and international cooperation, as this is the main agenda of MOSAIC. And it'd be troubling you to explore with us new even technologies, new policies, new models, and new projects that support sustainable development and international cooperation between nations, between regions, between organizations even. And we have a diverse team, so we'd also obviously be bringing in different regional perspectives. We'll be we'll be showing you a holistic, you can say, perspective of international cooperation, of diplomacy, of will be something we have compiled for the youth, so they can see diplomacy from a new perspective, from a holistic perspective, which is unbiased and which is raw. Yeah, this is it. Over to Rami.
Yes. As Hafsa mentioned, there are a lot of exciting topics to really engage with during this podcast. What MOSAIC aims to do is we aim to elevate not only stories of diplomacy and geopolitics from around the world. We're hoping to aim to also raise up the voices with speakers from different disciplines and different fields of study. As our organization is named, a mosaic really is not all pieces of the same block, but also pieces of different blocks, in which to really garner a more richer and engaging dialogue that viewers like you can actually enjoy and listen to. Whether you're listening to the recent impeachment of the president of South Korea, to the climate change policies affecting the island nations of the South Pacific, from Samoa to Tonga to Tokelau. But we also will engage not only current pressing issues in the West and major parts of the world, but also in more obscure and offshoots regions, in order to demonstrate a pure domino effect. And having all these speakers from the places, you, the viewers, will get to hear the stories like unedited and unscripted straight from the source.
Thank you very much, Rami and Hafsa. One key point you both mentioned is that the podcast should definitely be unbiased, and I need to seek to adequately represent diverse perspectives possible for a particular complex global issue. Some key points mentioned, the particular key point mentioned by Rami and Hafsa is particularly the aspect of the unbiased. Also, in discussing in the process of the podcast, the perspectives that will be represented on the show would be unbiased perspectives, and it will be reflected in the different speakers who will be articulating, their thoughts on the topic in question. These speakers we would ensure that the speakers adequately represent the existing diverse perspectives to any global issue there is at that very moment, in order to ensure that there is no marginalization of thoughts or perspectives of regarding a particular global issue. Thank you very much. We're going to move on to the next phase of this introductory session for our podcast, and that is to be handled by Fils.
All right, thank you very much again. We all come from 6 different countries, and I think this is really incredible, since we can share our unique perspectives and our different worldviews across the global themes. And I think our cultural diversity, our lived experiences, and our shared belief that the peace can only be built when we work together. This can only be built through the mutual understanding, fostering the global diplomatic relations, and this is really what makes us unique. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Fils Jean Pierre. That was a very great insight. Of course, as I had mentioned, the podcast should try to fuse diverse ideas and different perspectives together in order to arrive at a point of compromise for every topic in question that we are going to be focusing on in every episode. The essence for this is to ensure that there is, as I've said earlier, there is no marginalization and to bring forward the solution, a comprehensive solution for every global problem by merging the ideas together to make them holistic. Thank you once again, Fils.
Hello everyone, and my name is Azra, and I'm from India, and I'm very grateful to be a part of MOSAIC. MOSAIC is all about bringing diverse speakers to a single platform. So I am currently in my final years of Masters in Conflict Analysis and Peace Building in Nelson Mandela Center for Peace and Conflict Resolution at Jamia Media Lab in Delhi, India. The reason I joined MOSAIC was solely because of the diverse perspectives it brings on a single platform. Because at most of the time, we is generalized voices have not been, or someone who does not have a very clear platform to speak their voices, to voice their opinions. They need some platform or some stage to voice their efforts, to voice their problems. And we don't always get to see a lot of problems which are, in the subaltern societies. So that's what makes MOSAIC very unique in that way, that it brings a lot of diverse perspectives together, not only in the realm of politics or international relations, but in every field of life, whether we talk about culture, we talk about economy, or anything which makes this world a global world, or what we call the globalization of this world. In a globalized world, we don't only need to focus on states or the state actors, the main actors who are playing the role, but also the marginalized citizens, the subaltern society, the very people on the very lower strata of the societies, because they are also part of the global citizenship. And we can also expand this idea by viewing that in global citizenship, we don't only talk about human beings or citizens as citizens of country, but also we should now include other living beings as well. We should include animals who are getting endangered, the environment which is constantly being ramped by the human societies. But that is what they said, there is new perspective towards this issue in internationalization. So that's why we need diverse speakers, and MOSAIC just that only, and it's a very good platform and very unique platform in that way. So that's all I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Azra. That was a very captivating one. Thank you very kindly. And now we're going to be moving on to the next phase and rounding off the introductory session for the podcast, and to be taken by Christos to give us a summary about what the podcast would be all about and what people should anticipate of what you have discussed.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for this short launch of our podcast. Well, first of all, I'd like, where we introduced ourselves, I'd like to give some thanks first to the team, to Emmanuel for introducing us and for arranging the session, to Hafsa, of course, and Rami, who gave a sneak peek of the podcast itself and explain what you can expect from it. To Fils, of course, who explain why it's going to be a unique offering among a sea of podcasts, and of course to Azra, who indicated the importance of variation and diversity in the speaker roles. Now, of course, as we've said, I don't think I can say it even in a better way, but as we've already said, this is going to be a podcast dedicated to diplomacy, to geopolitics, to giving platform to diverse voices from different backgrounds and from different fields, with the ultimate goal to have fruitful discussions and to emerge our values from our discussions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Christos. And now we have heard the voices of members of the organization, and we have heard about what makes the podcast unique, what would make it unique, and why we are going to engage diverse speakers. We have learned about this, and now the session is going to be a monthly one. The podcast is going to be a monthly one. We are going to have new episodes monthly. So these are the things you should anticipate, and I'm pretty sure, I want to assure you that every episode is going to be quite an intriguing one, wherein we are going to try to give adequate recommendations and solutions to complex global issues and the way forward, of course, in order to ensure the sustainability of the human race. Thank you, everyone, and stay tuned as we launch our podcast. Welcome on board.